because she says no one is ahead of his time.
Oh, yeah,
Yes, that's a little bit jarring now, isn't it?
It would have been very unusual for her to say her, though, right? I mean, yeah, but for somebody like Gertrude Stein, you would think she would think of it. But then she also really, this is like one of the things that complicates the queer theory equation, Kim, is that she really had kind of like a traditional marriage with her wife, and that she really thought of herself as male. I mean, there is this, you hear it in a lot of different contexts. So she's not really that, privately not that revolutionary in that regard. So, and she never really talked about it like directly anyway in public, so. But yeah, it's a good point. But then, I mean, you know, you always have to see it as part of the time, right? So, as you said, yeah. Okay, any other questions that you want to have? Do you have any biology majors? Anybody who studies that kind of stuff? Did I get the evolutionary theory right? I did good? Okay, because there's much that I need to learn. I mean, again, doing science and doing the humanities is not the same thing. And I don't think one of the big stumbling blocks, and this was one thing that Jay brought up this morning also, with the so-called project of publishing an article from a scientist's point of view on the humanities. Is that what it was, or the other way around? But
What Sokal did? No,
yeah.
well, he wrote, what purported to be a physicist accepting the stance of postmodern humanists and writing about physics, but it was all just
it was
a hoax.
all complete nonsense. He didn't actually try to make sense.
No, he deliberately tried to make it as nonsensical as he could.
As he could, and then later came back and said, you guys, you were fooled, right? So it was sort of like a little bit like a Till Eulenspiegel kind of thing, right? That he was pulling. And so you can easily fall into that trap, right? To kind of think that you could actually talk like a scientist. You can't. You would have to devote all your time to it. That's why we have so few scientists coming to these humanities things. There are a couple of questions here. Re-questions, questions. Return questions, comebacks, rebukes.
I don't think I need the mic.
But they want it because they're filming it, so they want to have the sound.
Okay, cool. I think that one of the biggest differences between humanities and science, I am a biology major, I think science is more along the lines of how things really are. You know, and we're constantly trying to figure that out. And humanities is more...
Helping what? Could you say that again?
Science is how things really is.
Okay, all right.
And humanities is how we want things to be. Does that make sense? That's how I'm seeing it, especially after looking at like how this person, I can't remember how you pronounced her name.
Gertrude Stein.
Gertrude, okay. How she says that people, they don't have to accept it because they don't want it, right? It's not what they want, it's not what they think is right. And so that's kind of what humanities is just this big ball of, well, what do we want? You know, and we're constantly evolving what we want and constantly trying to come up with new things because we like creating. And whereas
I think I'm not quite agreeing with you. I think that what you're describing is idealism. Idealism is an attitude of mind that is striving to improve things according to like a certain ideal. And it's certainly a stance that you can take within the humanities, but not all the humanities follow that stance of idealism. So I think it's a very neat distinction between a material point of view and an idealist point of view, but I don't think it falls along the lines necessarily of the humanities and the sciences.
Yeah, okay.
Because, I mean, she's trying to be descriptive. She's trying to be descriptive of how things work, so she's not really describing an ideal, right? So that's sort of she was a trained scientist, by the way.
Cool.
Okay, you guys have to go. I'm going to let you go. I'm not going to force you to stay. Thank you for the questions.